Hello. Today we will present the book Who Moved My Cheese, which is our project within the scope of IE 395 course. We are a group of three people. Ece. My teammates are Mehmetali, Ece, and me. Um, the book's author is Spencer Johnson. Spencer Johnson is an American physician and author. He received a Bachelor of Arts degree in psychology from the University of Southern California and his medical degree from the Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland. He was employed by the Harvard Business School and the John F. Kennedy School of Government. Spencer Johnson's books have been translated into 26 languages, and the his best known book is Who Moved My Cheese? An Amazing Way to Deal with Change in Your Work and in Your Life, which published on September 8th. And what is the content and story of the book? Who Moved My Cheese revolves around the four characters who live in a maze. All of them love cheese. And when the cheese disappears, Sniff and Scurry, which are mice, head into the maze and search for the new cheese, while Ham and Ho are human, and feel betrayed and start complaining that someone has stolen their cheese from them. Ham and Ho wasted their time and energy believing that their old cheese will return. And the ending, and the ending of the book, as you know, as you can guess, the book has an open ending. We thought of some theories about it, and first one is the sound of steps was actually Ho, and he adapted to change at last. And the second one, steps weren't his. That was someone else who was willing to change. And the lastly, Ham understand and looked up to this journey so much that actually there weren't any steps, but he wanted to hear them. So he thought he heard noises because he wants his friends to adapt to change as he did. We believe these are all possible, and we wish it's the first one. The ending is the first one. And I will briefly talk about the characters in the book. As I mentioned, Ham and Ho are yes, Ham and Ho are humans, and Scurry and Sniff are mice. People like Sniff, they have high awareness and they can sense change quickly and identify possible opportunities. And Scurry, people like Scurry, not not people, mice like Scurry, they embrace change and quickly look to put into action. And Ham and Hove, they feel they quickly feel afraid and anxious about change, and they reject the change. It's important to help them visualize the positive future and find new goals. And lastly, these are comments for the book. I will not read all of them, but I want to read one of them who inspires me the most, which is this book helps us to adapt change quickly so that we could find an easier way when we confront problems in our life. And
Hi,
Mehmetali
my
will
name is
continue.
Mehmetali. Okay, thank you, Cansu. Here we have some parodies of the book. We have some other books here. It's one of them is the Out of the Maze, and it's a follow-up book for our Who Stole My Cheese book. And we think it's a follow-up book because we have Spencer Johnson as the author, and it writes sequel to the 28 million copy bestseller Who Moved My Cheese. And there are some other books, Who Stole My Cheese, Who Cut the Cheese, and those are parodies of the original book, but they tell the same stories and they have the same incentives. Okay, we have some inferences here. Let's take a look at it. We have Expect change, look for signs, and adapt to it. Breaking out of our comfort zone and seeking a new adventure is rewarding in its own way. Cheese is just a bonus. Either change will harm you or you accept it. Letting it go and trusting what lays ahead is what matters the most. And the biggest inhibitor to change lies in yourself, and nothing gets better until you change. And that means if you are willing to change and if you're an open person, the change will come and you will adapt to it, and the good things will follow the change. Okay, why is it important? Adapting to change is important because it happens in our lives and there's no escape from it. Everybody faces changes. Old habits and beliefs won't get you anywhere. The quicker you change, the quicker you find your new happiness source. In the book's case, it was the cheese. In our lives, it may be our families and lovers or friends. The happiness source can be anything. It's safer to walk the walk than remain empty-handed. You just don't stay put. You move. You look for the cheese, and if you stay still, it will eat you alive in time, just like how in the book. You mustn't stay still, and you must look for new things. The new things to come.
So, as my friend Mehmetali mentioned, we have some inferences about the book, but where can we use these inferences? First of all, when you learn to spot and understand the idea, you exponentially increase your own capabilities as a communicator and a manager. So it will be good for your job skills. And the second one, the producer and the innovator are both lean forward styles who excel at sniffing out change and to make it work in their favor. So you should lean into change rather than lean away from it, which is also important for our maybe relationships or in our job life, in our school life. We need to quickly adapt the change. And lastly, it brings incredible value to the table. They help us, they help to make things systemized and efficient and care for others while helping to keep everyone working well as a team. So we all know that working is really important, but working as a team is really high concept in our modern time, let me say. Also, we can use these inferences for our teamworks. So what are the resources of these books? First of all, there are many YouTube videos about the book, some reader comments, reviews, and the analysis for the book. And also there are some books that we recommended you if you like Who Moved My Cheese, and I would like to mention two of them. The first of all, The Power of Habit. It helps us to understand the habits are at the core of everything we do and how we can change them and what impact that will have on our life and our business life or for the society also. And the second book is Start With Why. This book is important for our also IE 395 course. And this book's mission is to help others to do work which inspires them and uses real world examples of great leaders and to show off how they communicate and how we can adapt their mindset to inspire others. That was all for our presentation. Thanks for listening.